stories there. 8 o'clock this Sunday here on BBC London 94.9. Now, if you don't mind, a subject close to my heart. Often we've spoken on Drive about the lack of black and Asian bone marrow donors in the UK. So when I heard about a friend who put himself on a register over a decade ago, and, yes, got a call out of the blue last month from the Anthony Nolan Trust saying that they have matched him to a patient who requires his stem cells, I really wanted to hear more, and I hoped that you would too. So I spoke with Paul Francis from an organisation called Freeness, it's a number 3, Ness, in Romford earlier today, and I began by asking him how he felt when he received the initial call.
I was kind of shocked. Because, I haven't given blood for a long time. I think I put myself on the register probably about 12 years ago when I was donating blood. We used to have the vans that came around work, and, you go out and get a biscuit and give blood. I have a great fear of needles, but, I kind of suck it up for the... for the chance of, saving somebody's life if they need blood. Could be me, who knows. And then I got the call that said, your blood matches a patient that we, that may need a stem cell transplant.
What, after 12 years?
Well, yeah, I totally, I've got cards that donates all my organs. I don't...
Why though? Hold on a minute, because, look, 3 weeks ago I did a story. Yeah. And the story was the lack of people of colour donating organs, donating blood, just completely. It was so bad that when the Anthony Nolan Trust came on, the case study, the person who was on there talking to me about how there was a lack of black people giving was actually a white person. So this is how bad the thing is. And now I'm talking to you, and you say you've been on the register for 12 years. Why?
I don't think that there's it's bigger than me. If anyone, for instance, my nephew when he was younger, he had leukemia, and so it's just, I guess, within my family, and there's quite a lot of us, those type of things where someone else may need some help because we just by us giving a bit of blood, I don't see that as being a big deal. However, when I got the call, my first thought was, there's going to be this big needle going in me and into my back. But it's, when I actually talked a bit more about it, found out a bit more about it, it's not that at all. It's just like having an extended blood donation. So
right. So you've had to jump through some hoops, haven't you?
Yes. So. Initially, they sent me through the post. They sent me 6 tubes that I had to go and give my blood to my local hospital. They posted that off to Anthony Nolan because obviously it's been quite a while since I've donated, and obviously haven't donated to the Anthony Nolan Trust direct. So they had to make sure that my blood is okay now, 12 years later. And they came back.
None of the other stuff showed up.
No, it was and it's and it's also it's good for that, no diabetes, no nothing, nothing horrible came back. And then I got a call to say that the need was pretty was pretty imminent, and they didn't want to even waste sending me a letter to say, yes, your blood matches. They actually called me and said, could I go for a medical? So they have to put me through, they took 10 more tubes of blood from me. I had an ECG, I had a chest x-ray, the doctor, felt for my lymph nodes, my weight, my height, my body mass index was taken, and also a nurse talked me through the whole process to tell me what may or may not happen, side effects, that kind of thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you still scared, or is there an element of excitement now?
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm kind of. I have a big fear of needles. Let's get that straight. I don't like needles. If I can't watch Casualty, I can't watch anything like that because I can't. I can't deal with needles going in or any operations or anything like that. So to be totally honest, I can't see past my own fear of having needles put in me. I'm not thinking, wow, I possibly could be saving somebody's life. I mean, other people that I've told, like work has been very, very supportive of me and, give me all the time off that I need to do it. And they, they say, no, it's a great thing that you're doing. And I'm kind of thinking, well, I'm not actually thinking of the patient. It may sound a bit selfish conceit, but I'm thinking about, I've got to put needles in me. But, that is not as, that fear is not as, I guess when I think about it, and actually sit and think about it, is it pales into insignificance to what, the end product could possibly be.
Right. Just take us through the procedure, Paul. What have they said? Okay, it's all clear and it's all good to go now?
So the stage I'm at now,
yes.
I did a medical on Monday, just gone. I got told literally about 2 hours ago that everything is fine. My blood is great. My health is great. And that, I am able to donate my stem cells. So what happens next Easter weekend is on the 18th, 19th, 20th and 21st, which is Easter weekend. I get a home visit. They're going to inject me each day with a substance that will stimulate me producing more stem cells. On the 5th day, I go to UCH in London, and they will hook me up to a machine that will draw blood out of one arm. It goes through a machine that separates the blood and it harvests off the stem cells, and then the rest goes back into my other arm. So I'm literally going through some kind of filtration process, I guess, where they, the end product is my stem cells go one way and the rest of the blood comes back into me.
Can I come with you? Can I come with you?
Absolutely.
So can I come and visit you on the Tuesday? You
can come and visit me on the Tuesday. I'll be there for 5 hours.
Right. So I'll come to the hospital, and that'll be the 5th day by my reckoning, and we'll find out how you are, so long as the hospital are okay with that, and then we'll talk to you again. Is that all right? I think what you're doing is magnificent. Good luck, mate. Big long needles. Talk to you soon. God bless.
Take care.
So, little joke there at the end. But actually, essentially, you understand the point. He is going to be saving a life, and we'll be talking to the Anthony Nolan Trust. And I tell you what, I'll even try to get David Harewood from Homeland on, because David was also matched. A little known fact about him, and we'll try and get him on. So that's Tuesday 22nd when I'm back. We'll go and see how he's doing. Isn't that great? We're talking to a lifesaver there. Somebody who's never saved a life.